Do you know when to attack the eyes and groin? Attacking the eyes and groin are like part of every self-defense course that you've ever taken on the weekend. But there's a time and a place to use it and how to use it, as there is everything within the martial arts / self-defense world. In the case there, he went for a push, I opened it up, my hands are here. If I don't have martial arts training where I feel confident striking here, put your hands up, look for something. Not gonna lie to you guys, when we filmed this, 3 of those times I missed Eric's eyes. I ended up here, I ended up here. It's not perfect, and that's why I like this kind of web hand, just bear claw, just find something there, make them feel uncomfortable, because you are gonna get that natural flinch response out of the eye. But the biggest thing is forward energy. If I'm not using my body to push forward and my attacker is bigger than me, like, oh, hey, I'm here, I'm little, and I'm trying to attack their eyes, right? You need to be coming with forward aggression, driving with your legs like you're sprinting through something, and you keep on going and going and going. And if you can't get that because they're bigger than you, here at least it's like, be strong please. As I'm leaning into him, at least he's still feeling that pressure into his eyeballs. And he knows it's coming and he's even clenching his eyelids beforehand. So I think that's great. One of the misconceptions that kind of bugs me a little bit is like throwing these fingers, like perfect piercing finger into the eyeballs of somebody. Is it gonna hurt? Yes. Can it finish a fight? Maybe. I've been poked finger deep in my eye just testing my students before, finished my sparring match with an eye closed, then said, okay, you guys have a good night, and went to the hospital to see if I had any damage. I didn't, I was very fortunate. Maybe I shouldn't have got poked in the eye by accident. But to say that you can just like finger something, like, well, he was close, but he missed. You try again. Hey, you got that one. That's pretty good. But it's static. Ready? Here's a moving target. And hey, you got one. There you go. So in 1 in 7 chance you're going to be able to get it. Like, come on, right? So is it like the conception wrong though? He fires that jab at me and it's like, see, I put my hand like that because I'm not going to put it out here. And the reason why I do that is these are very small bones. The only martial art I've ever trained that created very, very strong fingers was Shaolin Kung Fu, creating iron palm, right? So we get a pot of sand, we drive our fingers into there, we build up all the muscles surrounding the joints themselves to a point that eventually you can puncture 2 fingers through a watermelon. If you can do that, go right ahead and just finger somebody with some straight fingers. But if you can't do that, grab them, okay? Now let's talk about this knee to the groin. Every self-defense course, like everyone ever taught, this is a big pet peeve. That's why you hear me get a little angry inside, right? They're like, if somebody's choking you, just knee them in the groin. Yes, that may work, but he's not gonna choke me standing still. If you've seen the other videos, when I'm choking him, I'm pinning him up against the wall so that he can't. If he lifted his leg to knee me in the groin, he's gonna fall over. Go back to other videos about my thoughts about kicking. If you're a biped creature and you have bad environment, right, and you go to lift your leg and you end up, now you're in a ground fight, that's an even shittier place to be. So when did I actually get to the groin? He's here, I gave him a headbutt, and then I drive it forward. I have good energy pinning forward. I feel like I'm nice and solid. I have a good base. I have a good stance. I feel comfortable in this moment. I'm leaning on him, so I'm actually leaning on him. He's leaning on the wall. I'm on one leg, kind of like the rock climbing idea. 3 points of contact now allows me to lift something and I can drive forward. That's when I will throw anything to the groin. If I'm just standing here and he pushes me and I do the whole slip and kick, right? There's your old drunken Kung Fu style. He didn't know it was coming. It's the only way I know, right? That it was gonna hit. But in that moment, is that enough to stop him? He stopped for a second, but if he's pissed off, now he's even more pissed off. Can you attack these vulnerable areas? Yes. Are they going to get the job done? Maybe. But if that's all you're teaching that's going to stop an attacker that's seriously trying to hurt you, hold on. We got to start thinking a little bit more outside the box and to the idea of if 95% of the people in the world do not train martial arts, don't teach them things that are built into martial arts. Take that, think about that, train your ass off. Or don't.